Gag gifts in the form of video games is something we've all done at one point or another, especially through Steam. You buy your friends some shitty or weird game for their birthday or Christmas, sex with Hitler, only whores survive, and whatever other filth plagues the front page of Steam every day. Reigning above all of them though is Garfield Kart, the reigning champ of gag gift games. Shit got gifted around so much as a joke that it got a remaster and a sequel. While I also own Garfield Kart, there's another game that's been sitting in my backlog as a joke. Gal Gun 2, or Gal Asterisk Gun 2. It's the kind of game you constantly keep checking that your door's locked so no one walks in on you playing it. Now this gag, it was when I played on myself. I bought it dirt cheap so I could race it against my friend Ethan the Banana. After we race a game though, if I own it, then I feel I need to beat it properly. Rushing through a game is rarely the right way to play it, so I went ahead and played the whole damn thing. It's a visual novel on rails light gun game. Well, without the light part. What a weird idea that deserves playing just out of sheer oddness alone. Once you do get into the game though, you're immediately thrust upon its absurd premise. Angels and demons cannot physically fight on Earth, so they use humans as proxies to do the killing for them. The way to do that is to give a chosen human VR goggles and a gun that makes people come. For no real reason, the goggles make all women attracted to you, so you gotta shoot pheromone at girls till they squirt out of their fuck boxes. Just like in real life, everyone's erogenous zone is different. You hover your cursor over the girls until Japanese letters pop up, and if you shoot them there, it's an instant orgasm that collapses them to the ground. Sometimes they'll have little demons attached to them that you have to shoot off before you can placate the ladies with your Schlickmaster 5000. You can also suck up all the little demons that come out of the girls once you shoot them off. Nabbing them gets you extra points, and the more points you have, the faster you can access the later missions in the game. Your vacuum can also serve to stall girls who are up in your face, because if you let them stand near you too long, they push you down and step on you for damage. Some bitch slap you, others just try to make out with you. If you zoom in on a girl till she's at max, whatever this capacity is, she essentially becomes a bomb that instantly makes all the girls around her come immediately. You can also have your gun upgraded so that you can suck the clothes right off these underage high schoolers to your heart's content. I really like that tiny detail though of the gun having a little fan inside it that moves. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that and seeing every girl has their own unique name, and the funny positions you see your character climbing up into, makes up for the basic as fuck anime visuals and music. I don't have much experience with on-rail shooting games outside of arcades. The only one I think I've played and beaten is Sin and Punishment 2. A series with such a hardcore name you'd never think it was a Nintendo IP. R.I.P. Treasure, by the way. I know you're not dead, but you might as well be. Anyway, in this game there are 3 distinct modes. The main kind get you to travel around a large area, changing positions from where you're shooting them, and enemies come at you from all angles. It's pretty funny seeing the crevices that these girls crawl out of. Like, some are in gym clothes crawling out of sewers, and others are hiding behind walls or near the ceiling or jumping off a fucking roof. All you gotta do is keep them at a comfortable distance. Though some girls scream letters at you, and you're gonna shoot those down before they hit you. Then there's the scavenger hunt missions. You're given 5 minutes to crawl around on the floor and look into every nook and cranny of a room to retrieve whatever someone has lost. Girls pop up from time to time and trigger a fight if they see you. These missions are deceptively difficult because the items can be legitimately well hidden sometimes. This is definitely the hardest mode, especially if you keep getting caught. It's more fun and varied than defense missions at least, which are the definite low points of the game. Defense missions are sleep-inducingly simple and boring. To be fair, I have a bias against them. I'm not into that whole tower defense stuff, and in this, the towers are just little anime girls that you have to protect from demons. It all ends up feeling too repetitive. Like, it's fun for a minute or two, but then they drag it on for an absurd amount of time. Considering that the difficulty never ramps up, it just feels eternal. Overall though, barring the defense missions, the main missions have some replayability, since there are branching paths you can take as you go along the stage. Nothing crazy like entire new areas or anything, but hey, it's something. When you're done playing side quests or replaying old missions for points to continue the story, you can access main quests. The game is on a time limit of 20 days, with each day consisting of a morning mission and an evening mission. You have to choose which missions you want to do and for who to get different endings. Aside from the main 3 girls you can have actual endings with, girls you do side quests for give you their phone numbers. You can call them over to places to feed girls treats like zoo animals until they like you and allow you to massage them in these weird Doki Doki moments. As for that Doki Doki mode, you are supposed to target specific parts of a girl's body and slowly strip them down. Other than that, there ain't much you can do with these side hoes. I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of flavor text and their quality. They have actual opinions and personalities, Basic and extremely obvious archetypes, but fun nonetheless. I ended up romancing Chiru. I like her taste in games and her distaste for multiplayer ones. That's me all the way. Don't get me wrong, I love playing with the boys, but someone will inevitably get left behind in progress or leveling, and then it's a whole thing to get them caught up, or you just letting all your friends do all the heavy lifting. Anyways, as for the other two, they're okay. Bubbly, positive girls, but they all have their slight little spices to make choosing one actually be fun. Like I said, the dialogue has more going on than you'd expect, though I do wish your companion wouldn't repeat their lines about receiving packages every single goddamn time you get one. Same goes for repeated dialogue. The game lets you skip entire cutscenes but not repeated voice lines? It's kind of weird. Clicking through these combos can also lead to some really wholesome moments, like massaging your next door neighbor and resisting the urge to grope her, or tying up your childhood friend to a public statue and dousing her in holy water so you can see her titties through her white shirt. You know, the kind of romantic stuff they put in for the women who play this game. Cute stuff. As for everything else, your home base is your bedroom? Here you can talk to your neighbor, Chiru, look at your manga, collectibles, and fuck around with your inventory. And if you're wondering why your bedroom is as barren as a jail cell, it's because you can rearrange and decorate your room just for shits and giggles with random gifts you receive. Also, why does your partner have Shadow the Hedgehog ring bracelets? Anyway, seems like the last thing I have to say about this game is that there is that kind of anime humor that's just kind of creepy. The main antagonist is a little lolly, and that shit's gross. Like, if you can look at what's on screen right now, and you don't feel the slightest bit uncomfortable or weird about it, you need to lay off hentai, and probably the internet for a while. That's coming from a fellow porn addict, so trust my words. Honestly, you can beat the game in under 2 hours if you only focus on the main missions, but I got a solid 8 hours out of it once I played more side quests and the like. I think the magic of probing your backlog is the probing part, rather than checking items off a list. Sometimes you find out things that you thought were throwaway trash or something you shouldn't have bought end up being kinda decent. Nowadays I can appreciate a decent time a lot more. Not everything can or should be a masterpiece. So it's nice to give games that even as stupid as this a chance, because overall, I had a good time. But $30 worth of a good time? Hell no. Don't buy this shit unless it's on heavy discount. Anyway, that's my first game crossed off my absurdly huge backlog, at least in video form. I hope I keep making these because they're fun to make, but that's all I got for this video. Have a good night, whoever's watching.